Back here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM in the city of Jacksonville. Of course, your radio home for Florida Gator football as the Gator season gets underway a little over a month from now out in Salt Lake City, Utah for the 2023 season, although the 2024 recruiting class is on fire. Billy Napier has done a terrific job, including most recently getting a commitment from one of the best offensive tackles in the country, Fletcher Westphal from the state of Virginia, commits to Florida earlier this week, and Fletcher joins us here on 1010XL. Fletcher, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much.
Fletcher, what led you to the Gators? Obviously, Gator fans very excited. What was it about the University of Florida?
For me, they're just the everything school that hit every box for me, and just you got the football, the education, the life after football, everything that all the other schools had. Florida has.
A lot's been made about the brand new football facility. A lot's been made about Billy Napier and his staff. We'll get to both of those in a moment, but it happened, basically less than 24 hours ago, your commitment. Have you taken time to sit back and think, you're a Florida Gator? I mean, what does that feel like?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, it's a great day to be a Gator. Not more else I can say. I thought about it. I've been a Gator since July 6th, actually. I committed to Coach Napier and Coach. I told Coach Napier, Coach Sale, and Coach Stape on that day. So I've already kind of absorbed that, and then I made it public on the 10th.
Billy Napier, a lot of Gator fans see him at press conferences, Fletcher. Again, we're here with Fletcher Westphal, one of the newest commitments for the Gator 2024 recruiting class. Gator fans see him at club meetings and in press conferences, but they don't get the personal interaction with Billy Napier like you do. What do you like about Coach Napier? What kind of guy is he?
I mean, he keeps it real, right? He's one of those coaches where he's like, Florida's a great place, right? And he's like, but if you come here, we are rebuilding a program, right? You will have to put that work in, right? You're not going to come in and it's like Alabama or Clemson, right? And I love Clemson, but it's not like either of those two schools where it's been established for years and years on end. Right now they're in a rebuild process, right? And I want to be a part of that rebuild. I'm taking on that challenge with Coach Napier, and I believe he has the resources and the people to rebuild Florida back up to what it was in years past.
When you look at the recruiting class that you're now a part of, DJ Lagway obviously was one of the first members. Graham, the linebacker, Miles Graham's a terrific player. Aaron Childs, the number one player in the state of Maryland. Yourself now from the state of Virginia. I mean, this recruiting class, Fletcher, is clearly one of the best in the country for the class of 2024. Have you talked to other guys, and how excited are you to be a part of this class that Florida's putting together?
I'm definitely really excited. I talked with a lot of those dudes on my official visit, and it's just, you on my official visit, I think it was five people committed. It was kind of that official visit, right? And it was just, it was a great time. I have confidence that we will be kind of just that one recruiting class that Coach Napier needs. Obviously, the 25s will come in after us, and they'll also be a great recruiting class. But just kind of as the first kind of main recruiting class that Coach Napier has kind of handled, I think that we will be elite.
Couple of more for Fletcher Westphal, the latest commitment for the Florida Gators class of 2024. Fletcher, Gator fans listening tonight, they're getting to know you, they're watching some of your tape. How would you describe your game? You're a big offensive tackle, right? I think you're listed at 6'8", 330. How would you describe the type of football player that you are?
I'm very dominant. Last year, my junior year, I played both sides of the ball. I averaged over 100 snaps per game. I basically did not get off of the field. So, I'm very dominant. I have made other Division I level athletes who've lined up against me. I have made them quit going up against me. It's just I'm dominant.
There's a mindset. I assume the plan for you is offensive tackle in college, correct?
Yes.
There's a mindset to be an offensive tackle in the Southeastern Conference. Dominant, a little nasty, play to the whistle, that type of thing. Is that the kind of edge that you're going to bring to the University of Florida?
Absolutely. I wish I could bring a little more in high school, but if I bring too much nasty, I get targeted by the refs a little bit. But absolutely, that nasty is coming out when we get to Florida.
No, that's certainly a great thing. Final moments, Fletcher Westphal committed to the University of Florida. Fletcher, you know this, man, or I'm assuming you do, how highly thought of you are. You go to any recruiting ranking website, you're one of the best players in the state of Virginia, among the top 250 players in the country. I mean, do you ever think about that? A guy like you that had offers from everywhere. I mean, I assume you had 30 or 40 or even more Division I offers. Have you sat back in the recruiting process and thought, wow, where you started as a freshman to where you are now, ultimately making your commitment known earlier this week?
Yeah, so my recruiting process started 2 years ago in June, and so my first ever offer was Penn State, right? And I guess it was going into my sophomore year, so I was still a freshman, and I mean, so I got that offer. It was a little slow first year, but I mean, it's been a long journey. I think it's been a successful journey because I believe I've picked the best school. Um, and I've taken, I believe it was 84 total visits to schools, and I've visited 44 different schools total, I believe, or it might have been 40. It's 40 plus. Yes, 44 schools.
Wow, that is absolutely insane. You're coming into your senior year, and I talk a lot to you guys, particularly this time of year. Your senior season starts in less than 2 months. Did you just want to get this over with? You were ready to make a decision, and now you can just focus on your senior campaign?
Yeah. Oh, that's. I mean, that's exactly why I decided to commit early. You can just sit down, or not even sit down, just get on the field, focus. I haven't been home on a weekend since like February. I think this will be the first weekend I'll actually be home. So that'll be that'll be great, and maybe I get a little extra work in. But it'll be great to finally be able to kind of socialize with my friends a little bit, but really just sit down and lock in on my senior season.
Fletcher Westphal, the latest commitment for the Florida Gators class of 2024. Fletcher, what's the plan? Are you an early enrollee? Do you plan on getting to Gainesville in January?
Yes, sir. Early enrollee.
Oh, that's awesome. You'll be able to take part in spring ball next year, and that'll give you a leg up heading into your freshman season. Fletcher, there's a lot of Gator fans listening tonight here in Jacksonville, man. Do you have any sort of message to the Gator fans listening right now?
All I'm going to say is I'm ready to work.
Fletcher Westphal on his way to Gainesville. He'll be an early enrollee in the month of January. Fletcher, congratulations. It's a great time. Enjoy it with yourself, your family, your friends. Best of luck your senior season, and we'll see you when you get down to Gainesville.
Definitely.